Good morning, everybody. How are you? We thank you so much for this Friday. Friday morning, a great day. I bullied coach that before he starts the day, we're going to have some interview. So this is Coach Keith Muzimia. Banawe. Too many names. But anyway, I'm Jackie Musime Kiuguru, aka JMK, and this is Real Talk. Today we're going to talk about sports, we're going to talk about gymming, we're going to talk about fitness, we're going to talk about what we love basically in life. And I'm really happy to have Keith here with me. And Keith, when I joined, when I came to Barra, I had my birthday on in 2023, sorry. And that's when I saw the pictures, I was like, Jesus, I don't have friends, I have enemies. Nobody was telling me that I was looking fat. So when the pictures came out, I looked at the pictures and I was like, oh my goodness. So I went to Google to look for a gym in Imbara, and because his gym is called Alpha Fitness, it was the first. So I decided, why not? Alpha kind of like goes with the Lord, beginning. So I decided, okay, let me check it out. I checked it out and I loved it. The first day was quite funny. I crammed a lot of things to do with boxing, kickboxing, and everything. So when I was asking all these questions, it was like, I've got a pro into my gym. And then when he told me to give the first kick, I think I broke a flower vase. But anyway, just to cut the long story short, I was totally naive in whatever I had crammed. So Keith, tell me, how long have you done this?
Well, for the coaching part, I think I've done this almost all my life because I've been fit. I started working out at the age of 8, and I started instructing way before I even had a gym. I would go into other gyms to work out, and I would end up helping the instructors to instruct. So I've been blessed with many things when it comes to do with fitness because I'm a CrossFit coach. So I coach almost everything. So I've been doing this. Let me see. Alpha Fitness has been in existence for 4 years, but I've been coaching for a very long time. Yeah.
Okay. There are these T-shirts that you have that have written on street coach.
Oh, yes.
And the minute somebody sees that, they believe that you're a coach that trains people on the streets. So I would like to understand why.
Yeah, partly. If anybody looked at that in that way and thought of me as a person that trains people from the street, that would be right. Reason being, I started training for real people in Dubai. That was in 2019 during the first pandemic, COVID-19 lockdown, and I was doing my personal workouts because people were under quarantine. There was a lockdown in Dubai, and people were not working for quite some time, and they put on weight. People were getting health complications, and I was doing my personal workouts. I do them on a daily basis. I had a few friends I would go out and work out with in the parks, on the streets, and people started following me. So I got a following from there, and that is where I got the name from, street coach. And I can't train anybody from anywhere. I could come to your place. Several times I've come here and trained you from your living room. We've gone outside. You've seen me train people using tires, anything. So basically, with the different disciplines of coaching that I have, the general one should be street coach, and I think it's still very okay.
Yeah, it is very okay.
All right.
Perfect.
All right.
Sorry about the glasses on and off,
very
90,
okay.
50 and above.
You're lucky you
So-
get yours off and on. Mine are permanently on.
Yeah, right. what has this done for you? Like,
Yeah.
because when you train people, you meet different people. I mean, what has it done for you as a person?
Well, first of all, it has before even training people, getting into training people, being involved into activities like going to the gym, the sports that I did, boxing, rugby, and it has given me this kind of discipline whereby I know how to behave when I'm in people. When I'm with people, then it has enabled me to meet special people in life. Through this gym business and the working out business, putting the health part of it on the side, I've met wonderful people like you. I've met you, and through you, I've met another. It's been like a chain. It's a network of friendship that we've gotten to build through working out and gymming. Plus, I tend to learn every day. I learn different things every day because I've been I've been going for more and more courses about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it has elevated me in many ways.
What kind of clientele do you have?
Well,
Because I mean, I've visited different gyms and you find all kinds of clientele, all different people, old, young. What kind of, what's your main type of clientele that you have?
well, if you want to take a close look at all my videos, my gym work videos, you'll notice that I have mostly women. And somebody would wonder, why would it be that? I have this other, I have the guys, you've seen me train street kids. Like, that's why they call me the street coach. And you've seen me go out and train rugby teams, right? But when it comes to real gym business, when inside my gym, you'll find women. So, yeah, women are the biggest part of my clientele. 90% of my clients are women.
And why do you think that?
Well, it's a little bit of a long story, but I'll cut it short. I'll try to explain why. This is how it happened. I first looked around and I saw what was missing in the different gyms all over Uganda. All right, I saw one thing that was wrong with the gyms in Uganda, and this is true. Coaches know it. There was no protection for the ladies whenever it would come to them being in the gym. Ladies never felt safe whenever they would be in the gym. Reason being, they were being body shamed. Secondly, there was always something that has to do with unwanted touches from gym instructors and other clients. People following them up and calling them, like, people would be in gyms for reasons that were different from what the women were looking for in gyms. So I developed a policy plan whereby I would protect my ladies. I call them my ladies because they're my friends. And they were, after realizing that I have a reputation that I had built of women feeling protected at my gym, I found out that, yeah, I've been called to, like, mostly for the women.
That's a kudos for you, because most of the gyms actually I've heard about is the coaches being very touchy, and women were kind of like quite sensitive to that kind of thing. So if you have your gym that is filled with mainly ladies, that is a real huge kudos for you, for your kind of quality of life. It means that you're a good guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good thing.
Thank you so
what do you want to do in life, like the rest of your life? When you think about gymming today, you're 41.
Yeah.
And are you planning to do gymming for the rest of your life? What exactly is your plan as a person?
Okay. When you talk about gymming, first of all, what will come into somebody's mind will be going into gym, lifting, exercising, and then life stops there. But you cannot do this. I cannot do this. What I'm doing for the next 20 years, all right? But what I'm trying to do and what I've been trying to do, that I've tried on several occasions to mentor people, There's a lady recently who told me, I went to a certain gym and I met one of your boys that you used to coach, people that you taught how to coach. And I noticed everything he was doing, that is you, So you may not be here tomorrow, you may not be able to do something that you're doing right now, but you can train someone in the future. You can make another you. So my plan is I see myself 20 years from now, I see myself having a big coach academy. Like I want to train cross fitness coaches. Yeah, I want to train cross fitness coaches. I want to have as many CrossFit coaches as I can have. And I want my name to live on. Like I want Alpha Fitness to be Alpha Fitness, even when I'm not around. I want this big sports complex with every kind of sport there. I want ladies. I want to see myself having lady coaches. I want to see myself having lady instructors. I want this whole thing to be balanced, but I want to leave a legacy behind whereby my name will be remembered.
That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
And what's the importance of consistency? Because, sometimes we go to the gym at the beginning because we're excited.
Yeah.
You've heard that there's gym, and then all of a sudden we get bored, we stop going to gym.
Yeah.
And then some friends are like, you know what, guys, let's meet at gym. And then we go to gym. But what is the importance of consistency?
Yeah, consistency, it ain't only stop with gym. I always tell my clients, and I've told you that before, that you yourself, I've told you, the same kind of energy, resilience, and consistency you put into gym or working out, it's the same that you're going to put in other aspects of life. So consistency is not only about gymming. It's not only about gymming. If you have a heart that can endure and be patient to achieve a certain goal, it won't stop only at gym. No, it will also come to other aspects of your life. So the importance of consistency in gym is you get the results. You know why you started in the first place, okay? And you should, whenever you're joining gym, I usually tell people, first timers, that things may not go the way you want them to go at first. You want to lose weight, or you want to tone up your body, you want to start and shape. So you have your goals as to why you've come here, but you're not going to achieve them overnight. You get it? So you have to be consistent in anything that you do. It's not even about gymming alone. But when it comes to gymming, yes, consistency is key. And it's not even about the hard work like people say. They put in hard work. They make people work out beyond what they're supposed to be working out. They push them to a limit whereby they break instead of being built. So consistency helps you to discover your body, know the pace at which you're supposed to move, and it also helps you appreciate the little developments that you keep on seeing in your journey of fitness.
Okay.
Yes.
And one thing that I've noticed since last year is that you have a uniqueness in the sense that you look at somebody and you know how to train them.
Yep.
Unlike other gyms whereby it's Kayola. Everybody comes, go do this, go do that. But for you, one thing I've noticed is that you're going to look at someone and say, yeah, that person can reach that point. No, that person cannot reach that point, but she'll reach that point. So let me get her to that point.
Yeah.
So I love that about you. And how did you manage to get that kind of gift?
Oh, thank you so much for noticing that about me. This, like I told you, I started doing this at a very young age. Okay, so, and while growing up, I kept on looking at the mistakes that other instructors were also doing. Like, it's the same thing, when I was talking about how I came up with a policy on how to protect women. So I also looked at how people were being treated in different gyms. Like, it's logical. We all can't have the same kind of, strength. We have different bodies. They react differently to different workouts. So I think it is wise. I thought it wise for myself as a coach to first study somebody's body before I can take them through a workout program. Everyone has their own different workout program, and sometimes I even give diet plans, right? So this is what happens when somebody shows up. I usually, that's why I told you. So when you told me you could do kickboxing, when you lied to me that you could do kickboxing the first day, I first took you aside. I told you to show me what you could do. I looked at you. I was like, no, this one I have to start from A. And if you look at the way I started with you, we even had to take walks, because I knew I had to shed off that weight, and so for some other instructor, they would have started straight away. They want the money, so they make you go through this, they make you hate gym in the long run. But me, I know we are all different, and you have to train someone according to how their body reacts. So yeah, it's a gift, but I also had to study and see how people miss it.
Do you actually have to go to a training center to learn about gymming and training people and understanding people's bodies, or is it just a gift?
Well, then it depends. For you, it depends on what goals you have, you as a trainer, okay? If you really want to reach, if you're not doing this just for the money, if it is passion, or is it something that you love doing, you go and study, you make research. I've done courses. If I can tell you the courses that I've done when it comes to fitness, you would not believe me. And if you see me all the time, I'm trying to find out something new about the human body and everything. So yes, it made me realize that we all have different bodies. And yes, partly I believe it's also a gift. It's also a gift because I remember there's a gentleman I trained, and he's now a very good coach, one of the best coaches you can have in Barara. I looked at him. He was in a group of clients that we were having at some point, and he didn't look like the type. You couldn't notice, and no one could look at him and think that he would become something like a coach. But I just looked at him, and a voice told me, pick that boy, tell him to take you through a session, all of you here. And from that day, the boy discovered he's a good coach. Up to now, he's always asking me, how did you? Yes, so basically, I think, it is a gift, but it also depends on how high you want to get. And you make more research, better yourself every day as a coach.
Okay.
Yep.
For inspiration to others and those who are 50 plus, like some of us, you find that ladies feel that, no, I'm already too old, I can't start coaching. And I started at 50 plus. So, and I love my body. Although I put a bit of weight, but it's going back. But I love the fact that you invite everybody. You welcome everybody from every stage. But in this particular question, I want to ask you, how do you manage? Because I have seen it. 50-year-olds, 50 and above year olds come and stick. It is very rare to find people who are 50 years and above coming and staying. They get bored, they get maybe strained, they get pain. Of course, when you've just started coaching, standard, you have to have pain because the bodies are,
it's adapting to something different.
Exactly. But how is it that you keep the 50 plus years going on with you at the gym?
Well, like I said before, you look at somebody that you cannot have me as a coach that is reasonable, making you who's 50 work at the pace. When you've just joined gym, you're 50. I make you work out at the same pace as somebody who's 20. You, like I told you, I build you to a certain level whereby I make you realize and discover that, okay, so I can do the same thing a 20-year-old can do. If I give you time, I've seen you box, I've seen you do things, I've seen you do burpees. And whenever I tell people she's 51, they're like, no, we have, we're not going to mention her name, but we have auntie is 54. Like, basically, it's not about me convincing you guys to stay, but making you realize that you can do things that these younger people can do. And yeah, on top of it, there's also this friendship part. Like I try to like make sure I work professionally, give people their respect, and at the same time be as close as I can to my clients. When you disappear from gym for a week, I'll call you, I'll come looking for you. So basically it's like a friendship. At the same time, it's about me knowing what drills to give you.
And one thing we need to also understand is that gymming is just not about looking good.
No.
It's about health.
Yep.
You stay longer. I've seen ladies who have gym, I've seen them on YouTube.